Time. Madam Speaker, I rise today in strong support of H.R. 4173, the Restoring American Financial Stability Act of 2010. Many families in my home district of Sacramento continue struggling to make ends meet. I've heard countless stories of those struggling to keep their homes, their jobs, and their way of life. Many of my constituents were and continue to be victims of predatory home loan lending, unfair credit card practices, payday loans, and other forms of deceptive financial practices. The mortgage crisis in particular continues to impact many in Sacramento. Sadly, after more than 2 years, millions of homeowners continue to face foreclosure. Those that have not have seen the value of their homes plummet. I have been to foreclosure workshops. I've seen the hardships and looks of desperation. I've heard from a constituent who held a traditional 30-year mortgage, but after repeated attempts from her lender, she was convinced to refinance her mortgage to a lower adjustable rate. And now that mortgage has reset, and she is now facing foreclosure. I've heard from many constituents who applied for a loan modification but never even got a call back. I've heard from many others who say they were denied a loan modification under the Making Home Affordable program, but their lender never even gave them a reason why. These are just a few of the many stories that I, and I'm sure many of you, have heard. Madam Speaker, no one is looking for a bailout, but families need real assistance and real reform. But it's clear that the mortgage industry, after repeated public pledges, has yet to demonstrate a real commitment to help responsible homeowners. Madam Speaker, I am pleased that this bill includes an amendment that I offered along with Representatives Kathy Castor and Betty Sutton that calls on the mortgage industry to help place more responsible homeowners into more affordable terms. The amendment will require mortgage industry participants in the Making Home Affordable program to report basic information on a monthly basis, such as the number of loan modification requests received, the number being processed, the number that have been approved, and the number that have been denied. It will also make that information available to the public through the Treasury Department's website. It is clear that greater transparency is needed to ensure that all parties are actually helping homeowners. Such transparency will lead to greater accountability. I strongly urge my colleagues to support this historic legislation to ensure our consumers and our financial system are protected from irresponsible financial practices. And with that, Madam Speaker, I yield back the balance of my time.